Так, всем снова здрасте. А это мы продолжаем Hogwarts Legacy. Я вернулся. Так, что-то я не понял, где у меня звук. О. Наверное, надо было точку перемещения какую-нибудь там выбрать просто и все. Так, а у меня что-то еще появилось. Какая-то шкала. А что это шкала значит? О-о-о.
Revelio. Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you practice?
Где ты?
As long as for only one time per week, I can plunge the boy. Not for the week. You're making late. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted by privileges, be handsome indeed, or I'd find. So she agreed.
Угу. Туалет с привидениями.
Contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one.
Ух, какой мост. По-моему, не было такого моста-то в Хогвартсе. Прямо даже похожего ничего не было.
Revelio.
Так, только мне, по-моему, вниз. А, нет, наверх, наверх. Че тут эти точки? Ни хера я не понимаю, как они работают. А это куда же зашел? Туалет. А женский или мужской, непонятно. О, это был женский. Черт. Так, надо бы окно прикрыть, а то сейчас петарды, фейерверки. О, так сразу да, даже как-то чисто стало, так чистый звук. То какие-то я слышал прям шумения. Да похер, что там написано. То есть он меня позвал, я его еще ждать должен, офигеть. Ну давай.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after...
They're after the locket.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
Я что, книжки задеваю, они падают, что ли? Ну а где тут свиток-то?
Levioso.
Мало, где-то типа снизу, что ли? Да, 13 метров вниз. Спасибо большое, я его тут ищу. Так, ну-ка, карта. Блять. Ну, тут система навигации прям мое почтение. Ладно, короче, проще побежать вот по этим точкам, чем что-то придумывать.
Might some kind soul help me?
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
help me with my sad predicament. Professor Howard.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Чего ты брызнул?
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of
Давай,
course.
давай.
Dueling's an entertaining
Погнали
pastime.
уже, я в секиры
I
играл,
agree.
я умею.
Besides, in
Тайминги,
cross
все
ones,
дела.
you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Lumos. Potato. Levioso. Stupid. You're better than that. Lumos. Accio. Reparo.
Блять.
Potato. There goes my Levioso.
Что у меня с плащом? Я обосрался, что ли, от страха?
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I'm ready for...
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Давай ее
Yes,
возьмем.
Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Levioso. Come on. Levioso. You're better than that. Levioso. That's all you've got. Levioso. 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 Potato. Levioso. Accio.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Что у меня с плащом-то опять? Почему он загибается?
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands.
Accio. Levioso.
Keep trying. You'll get it.
Accio.
Nicely done.
Levioso.
Good one.
Levioso. Accio.
That's it. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Скажу честно, вот из-за этих вот дурацких заданий, из-за того, что вот там что-то то, это, я понимаю, что как бы обучают, и обучение нужно здесь. Но оно затянуто. Прям очень сильно. И уже не хочется ни бегать по этому замку, смотреть его. Ну, начало было интересно. То есть, вот, статуи, Гринготс, потом волшебная шляпа, Хогвартс. А сейчас уже вот мне, ну, эти тренировки я хочу как побочки видеть, понимаешь? Они как основные задания ни хера не интересны. Да, вот это разговоры бесконечные. Она же сейчас просто мне даст точку, куда мне идти, и все.
Good work.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself. Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Так, сколько туда? Ладно, 33 пробежим.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must... That said... So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Incendio.
Ну-ка, получится поджечь вот эти книжки. Да ну нафиг.
Levioso. Accio.
И где они? Она куда-то назад кидает.
Incendio. Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Научи меня чему-нибудь, Себастьян.
Revelio. Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Извиняюсь.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Is someone sneaking about?
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
The key. Here it is.
Must have been one of the books wandering about.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
Я думал, как-то повзаимодействовать можно. Не.
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're in. Which is what, precisely?
Ого.
I'll know it when I see it.
Нормально.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Repair it.
Нихера у вас библиотека. 6 километров под землю уходит.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
Мне кажется, я сейчас найду философский камень. что-то мне подсказывает, то, что надо поменять здесь что-нибудь. Это, например, на это. Это на это. Загадонько. Здесь был мост.
Revelio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Incendio. Levioso. Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Ничего себе, я не знал, что я так могу.
Revelio.
Так, тут ничего. Пойдем туда.
Levioso. Accio. Luma. Protego. Levioso. Lumos.
Они падают, умирают, да? Да. Оу, что за херня? Так, он поднимается. И начинает опускаться. Надо сколько настрелять-то. Да блять! Сука, тупое говно. Один раз стреляю, поднимается. Все. Хуйня какая-то. Нахера вот это нужно, блин? При том, что я видел, как профессор одним взмахом там целый мост возродил. Мне зачем-то приходится вот этой хуйней заниматься. Ладно. Жаловаться не будем, игра хорошая. Так, вот я... Не подумал о том, что можно сделать вот так. Черт, я не достаю. Нет, его просто насрать. Ладно.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Revelio.
Вставайте, уроды.
Levioso. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Будь здоров.
Levioso. Levioso. Accio.
It is a book after all.
Похоже на начало Кубка Огня.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
Ну, сдаст, не
You're a
сдаст.
bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Красавчик, настоящий пацан.
What will your uncle say?
А мы еще шахеримся, наверное. Или я отсюда телепортнуться могу. Да ну нафиг, еще что-то там сделать надо было.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Now I'll have to take it with...
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied.
You've done exceptionally... Oh, and don't neglect your friends.
Сейчас будем мандрагору дергать.
Learn from them as well.
Это он молодой, что ли?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle. Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I...
There's something in there. I just know it.
Ну вот я бы сейчас прыгнул бы на метлу и полетел, блядь, 500 метров. Ну вы издеваетесь? Немножко дедстрендинга.
Incendio. Incendio.
Какая солома не горящая. Я бегу, 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 бегу. Что за шарик? Ну-ка. Ну вот это все без полетов, это прям издевательство. Что там было? В игре, кстати говоря, очень хорошее позиционирование звуков. Я вот сейчас прям сразу почувствовал, что что-то справа щелкнуло.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
I am not going to sit.
Отрадно.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could invest...
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Вот куча каких-то взаимодействий. Где-то тут... А, о, все спрятано. Называется, пойди-ка найди. Ой.
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me? Hmm?
Так, давай-ка сделаем вот так. А, я все продал. Какая забавная шляпка. Отлично. Подходит. Давай на +9 нападение. Погнали.
They must have come this way. Think.
Да можно без разговоров сразу же их убить.
I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Potato!
Ух ты. Чарли, шоколадная фабрика прилетел. Били волка, били волка.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Leviosa!
Release me!
Aha! Back for more.
Novice! You will pay for your deeds.
What on earth just happened?
А где третий в шляпе?
In such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area, I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one is yet.
Блять, да заткнись ты нахер уже своими разговорами. Зачем столько разговоров?
Chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This
Accio.
is uncharted territory.
Levioso.
I am curious about these
Accio.
Так, давай теперь читать. Ничего не понятно.
These pillars are pyres, and pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio! The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
Ящик забыла. Ладно, полетели.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Так, пошли мандрагору выдергивать.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class,
Привет,
please welcome the
привет.
newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Ты совсем такая любезная?
Thrilling it is to
Или
have
хочешь, чтобы
everyone
тебя
back
посадили
together
за
again.
домогательство к ученикам?
This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Можно было это сказать до того, как мы ее выдернули.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Мне понравилось. Не очень.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomp. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Ты чё доебался ко мне?
Thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. Here we are, home of the Chinese... They can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming.
Прикольная капуста, мне нравится.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Там что-то интересное, какие-то деревья. Я чуть малёха заблудился. Во.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite great.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships.
Lumos.
Это что было?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggen-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular
По нему видно,
potion
что он такой
might come in
любитель
handy?
всяких отваров.
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggen-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all.
С утречка уже пару отваров
Point for
такой
Ravenclaw.
закинул.
Before today's
Пойду-ка.
class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggen-Weld potion of your own.
Расскажу ребяткам, как сделать отвар.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Самогонщик.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission
Я ничего не нажимал.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Да,
I'll get you the
конечно.
Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Что еще тебе принести?
Keep your potion state.
А я тут сейчас все заберу просто. Что есть? Яйца. Отлично, берем. Деньги профессора. О, самогончик. Получится разбить? Нет. Перо фуфела.
Prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurance potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh. Dragon Dump! What happened? Lumos.
Well done, Garrett.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Endurance potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's ink.
Our house ghost is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
How many hours is in Hogwarts?
Блин, опять хер знает куда. Ну-ка давай. У меня там нет точки, отлично.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
А, ну подгорело, я поэтому не видел, что там за цифры. Так, ну давай посмотрим. Вот это интересно. Внезапно и интересно. Так. Вот эта фигня.
Really
2.
mastered that one, haven't you?
2. Вот это. Что это за цифра-то? 4. Так. 1, 3. Это 1. Вот это 3. Ну ты нырнешь туда уже или нет?
Revelio.
Прикольно. Вот это прикольный тайничок. Прям вообще ничего не могу сказать. Это молодцы, красавцы. Загадка довольно-таки интересная.
Handy resource indeed. Your field.
О, какое место.
Revelio.
Вот что с этими статуями сделать нужно?
Incendio. Levioso.
О! Им надо делать левиосу.
Revelio.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Так, что там сделать нужно? Следуйте за...
This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
Lumos.
Что с тобой не так, придурок? Ты можешь быстрее лететь.
Small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
Это какой-то баг стопудово, потому что он как-то должен, мне кажется, пошустрее лететь. Все-таки призрак. Что-то с анимацией.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to select the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are.
Вот, отпускает, короче, и я могу.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Ай, ты, падла. Там листочек.
I'm already imagining the sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Wish our common room.
О, да ну нафиг.
Revelio.
A student
Never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What could he want?
Delicious food.
Так вот откуда берется еда на столах волшебным образом. Эльфы ее готовят. О, нормально.
Revelio.
Сейчас я накидаюсь.
Here's a welcome treat. Delicious. It smells glorious in here. Here's some beef. Here's a welcome treat. Delicious. Revelio. Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
There's nothing like a meal prepared by a house elf. Revelio.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Fienke sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf of Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organises the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
Over his head this time.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsay. Do let us pass. We brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from a young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
Nothing like the feeling of the breeze in my hair. Or so I recall.
My mortal life was never this entertaining.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him... Oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvelous! Of course, a mortal holding a... Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times. Begin! Cast away until you find him.
ready? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jack?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? You've almost got it. So you found us. This ain't over yet.
Keep looking. You're sure to find him.
Ты меня не обманешь, сейчас найду.
Young jackdaw's no match for you.
Well, good job, I suppose. But we're not through with you.
I could do that too if I had a wand and a body. I'm glad I won't be the one to clean up this mess.
Why did I come back here?
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
Who would have thought a mortal would be so good at this? You've almost got him.
Keep looking. You're sure to find him.
Well done. Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head. And I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with... See you at the forest?
Incendio!
Ой, простите, пожалуйста. На этом я буду заканчивать на сегодня. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Если сохранения, конечно же, не слетят, то мы продолжим чуть позже. Но я думаю, что, скорее всего, уже после Нового года. Всех поздравляю с наступающим Новым годом. Тот, кто будет смотреть уже 1 января, уже с наступившим Новым годом. Желаю всего-всего и пока.